Sales growth for you, highest since 2012. Tell us about how the volumes contributed to your growth in both the segments, that's decorative as well as industrial and automotive.
Uh, Volume was pretty strong this quarter, almost around 17%. And therefore, both decorative and industrial more or less on similar lines. So around 17 for both.
What about the pricing as well as the mix? How have you tackled both these dynamics in the quarter gone by?
In the decorative, we did manage to get the price increases, which was passed on to the consumers. Industrial side, we are still struggling a little bit in terms of, especially on the auto side, where we haven't got the price increases, but expected that we will get it in the second quarter.
Do you quantify exactly what kind of price hikes have you undertaken in the last few months?
Decorative around 2.5 to 3%. In the industrial side, as I said, it's yet to materialize, but it will be around the same level of around 2.5 to 3%.
Okay. What was the performance of the various subsidiaries and JVs like? And, because last quarter the Berger Nippon Paints JV was also hit by forex fluctuations too. Also, Sabu Coatings was able to continue with its steady performance. Was that the underlying theme that you saw in the previous quarter?
Yes, more or less on similar lines. Sabu continued to do well, and the international operations, Nepal did well. Normally Russia and Poland, in this quarter does slightly poorly because Jan to March is not their season actually, it's a winter months. So, we get poor results from there. As far as the subsidiary BNPA is concerned, which is the Nippon one, there still the forex issue remains and a bit of a issue which is still continuing.
Abhijit, you've entered into another joint venture with Rock Paint Company for automotive refinish paints as well. How will that joint venture be different from Berger Nippon?
Well, it is focused only on the refinish paint. It's got nothing to do with OEM. As far as Nippon joint venture is concerned, this is on the OEM part, mainly for cars, passenger cars and three-wheelers. It is not for the refinish or repainting segment which is there. So the refinish segment, Nippon operates on its own in India. So we have tied up therefore with Rock Paints of Japan for the refinish segment.
Okay. What about crude prices? How did they impact you in the first quarter? Because despite the rise, you've managed to maintain margins. Do higher crude prices come with a lag? Or do you think there isn't enough damage?
No, crude prices did have an impact. Price increases were taken. Therefore, probably some more might have to be taken. What you are seeing in terms of profit improvement, which is a good one, also comes on a slightly weaker base. So we need to remember that. And therefore, we could have done better had we been able to pass on more of the price increase which is there. Especially on the industrial side, we have suffered a little bit, but hopefully second quarter will be better.
Okay. And do you plan to pass on more of these hikes in the coming few months, or is this it?
I think, we will have to wait and watch, specifically the prices, if the raw material prices goes up further, we will have to pass on, price increases in decorative as well. On the industrial side, we have asked for those, and it always takes a little bit of time because bargaining goes on. So that I think, should happen this quarter.
Okay. Tell me exactly what is happening with the raw material prices. The up move in crude, the monomers accompanied by the continued rise in titanium oxide as well that we've seen.
Now it's stable, it had gone up substantially, especially monomer prices and titanium dioxide. But now more or less it is on stable ground for quite some time. In fact, the rupee has been a bit of an issue in the recent past. The depreciation of it, because we import a large quantity. So that was what was impacting a little bit. But now rupee seems to be also on stable ground. So we need to wait and watch and see, if needs to be, if the raw material prices further moves up, then we will have to increase the prices.
Okay, Abhijit, great speaking with you and good luck for the future quarters ahead.